It's the switch up, baby.
We will switch, take one. That was real quick. That was real quick. All right. It is what it is. It's none other than Put Me On Switch, your boy DJ Switch, the mixtape king, and you're coming to you live from M Studios. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe the page, as well as follow us on my YouTube channel, which is at DJ Switch SA. And yo, man, it's all about up and coming artists, jumping onto the show, getting the opportunity to share their story. Why do they want to make it in this industry, especially South African hip hop, R&B, maybe piano. I don't know. I'm still trying to get to that side, but we just trying to help people get an opportunity to share their story, get on this damn podcast, and of course, shoot your shot. If you missed it, this was it. It was all about artists from the podcast getting onto a performance level. And man, we're just building this crazy ecosystem. But let's get straight into it. We're hanging with none other than Seez Nation.
Yeah, man.
What it do, guy?
I'm all good. I'm all great.
This woman's gonna be too chill. You can't be too chill on this show, man. This is Put Me On Switch, man. You gotta sell yourself right
I
here.
have to be relaxed,
You gotta be relaxed, right? Okay, so you a hip hop artist?
Yeah, I'm a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And hailing from?
I'm a rapper hailing from Gomora.
Gomora. That's Alexandra.
Yeah, man.
If you don't know now, you know suckers.
Yeah, man. But I reside in Soweto at the moment.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm representing right now. Man.
All right, cool, man. So I know we met through another format, which is once again, Street 16, and then your manager hit me up, and now we're here today. And obviously, COVID happened and all that kind of stuff. What have you been up to, my guy?
Well, I dropped an EP last year. So because I'm an independent artist, a few things kind of take time to sort out.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing myself with that. I dropped an EP called Phases
Okay.
last year and consists of 6 songs.
Okay, cool.
And then at the moment, I'm shooting videos for the first EP that I dropped, which is My Moment.
Right.
I dropped it 2019. So as soon as I dropped it, I didn't have a chance to push it because COVID hit us.
Sure.
So yeah, so I decided to shoot a video for that. I'm gonna drop 2 videos from the first project.
All right, so we're gonna check one of them today, which is already out.
Yeah.
It's called SAGK.
She ain't gotta know, yeah.
She ain't gotta know. Hey, it sounds like it's problems here. All right, so I mean, you spoke about something that's very, very important. That as an independent artist, it always takes a little bit longer. Why do you think that is?
I think financial backup is important. So with most of us, you don't have a manager, you don't have a team behind you, you don't have people helping you out. So either you get a job to push your music, or your team helps you out. So yeah, I think the financial backup is the most important thing, and then the rest just follows.
I feel you, man. And I mean, how do we combat that? Because I mean, this is what this podcast is designed to do. It's supposed to help. You get your PR up. Which is obviously public relations. If you don't have a PR officer or agent,
Which is very important.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you doing to get your name out there? Because your stuff is good, it's quality, but it's we're not, the reach is not coming out there. You're not figuring it in the right places.
Yeah. Ever since I dropped the first project, I've just been pushing it by myself with no
Right.
PR. So I feel like that's the only difference.
Right.
I have my own website,
Hey.
seeznation.co.za. That's where you get everything that I've done. Also independently owned. So yeah, it's just been that. I think it's just the financial backup that needs to come in place. So if there's anyone out there, so if there's anyone out there that's willing to help me out, do this thing. I'm a talented rapper.
We're gonna find out a little bit later on,
You'll
We're
hear
gonna
that.
find out how talented you are, That's the thing. People are talented, but it's they're just not getting out there to make things pop. And that's the one thing that we want to find out. We want to help people pop more. The sooner you pop, the more you can start making money in this game, and start getting bookings and all that kind of stuff.
True.
And that's why this podcast is like an ecosystem. You get the interview, you get stage time, which is shoot your shot, and it's just to see have you got what it takes, because it's easy to be in studio.
I do have what it takes.
Hey.
I'm a whole package.
Oh shit!
No question.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's people say that they know they've got what it takes. So and we had last week, we had a producer on, and when you walk into studio, it sounds like it got what you take.
Yeah.
And then we come on stage, it don't look like what it, what
Yeah,
it takes. You
yeah,
know what
I
I
get
mean?
you. Makes
And
sense.
sometimes it might look good on stage, but you also sound bad in studio.
I get you, yeah.
And your yes man's around you saying, Fana,
Busy
you're
lying
killing
to
it, you're
you and
killing,
all that, yeah.
yeah. And I mean, we've got all these different, challenges. Money being the main one. You need, in order to make money, you need to make money.
Yes.
And that goes into, going to production
Yeah.
and going to certain things. And I asked, some of these artists, like, have you signed up to certain organizations and asked for funding?
Not yet.
Are you registered with Samro,
I am registered.
Risa,
Yes.
Capasso,
Yes.
Sempra,
Yes.
right? Like, there is so much. There's
And my own label is registered too, so everything is sorted.
But that's the thing. So I don't understand. There's certain avenues, and the thing is, people are all going for the same avenue. I need to blow up on a big stage.
Yeah.
I need to get a cosign from a big artist.
Yeah.
And it's
I get you.
but is that really necessary in South Africa?
I feel like compared to the international industry, it's sort of different because that side, money-wise, it's different.
Yo, man, you just need to blow up in
The
one.
currency, the
in
currency
one,
is different.
but also one state. You blow up in one state, you moneyed.
You see, exactly.
You try and drop. Now remember, their state and our country is like.
And I feel like with South Africa, co-signing under another artist is a different story.
Yeah,
You have to look at all angles and what's the positive outcome for you from that.
Because I mean, people look forward to that cosign. They're trying to get that cosign, and even
Yeah.
when the artist gets that cosign, they always feel like I can get a better cosign from somebody else.
And most of the time, it's desperation. You just want to
Absolutely.
get out of the situation that you're in.
I heard something from Rashid K. He told me, when they were working with Big Zulu in 2013, it took him 7 years to blow up.
And I believe that. It
7
happens.
years, yo.
It happens. It happens.
7 years. Would you
Yeah.
wait that long?
It's patience. I've been in this game for I think I started rapping around 2009, so I'm still doing it now. I told myself how to make beats way back. Now I rap on my own stuff, Stuff is different from what it used to be back then. So
Right.
It's just the patience that you need to put in and the effort also.
Define hip hop for me, in your own words.
In my own words. So I feel like hip hop is a culture. It's a movement. It's identity, So you can't classify it as music or rap music
Yeah.
or whatever. It's just a culture that consists of all of these cultures and religions that we follow as hip hop artists.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's the state of hip hop in South Africa right now? From you seeing it from, even though you've been rapping for so long, but
Yeah.
you got to study the game, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, what is the state of hip hop for you right now?
The state of hip hop is at a bit of a pause, if I may say.
You think so?
Sort of, because quite a few hip hop cats are blowing up, and most piano artists are blowing up. It's
No,
sort
they're
of-
gone. They're not even trying to blow up. They're gone already. They
get what I'm saying?
They're in the stratosphere.
Yeah,
They're there.
so we sort of isolated for now. So
Right.
I guess we just looking for that one artist that's gonna change everything again.
So
or
do you think the
whole
OGs have run
movement.
their course?
Pardon?
Do you think the OGs have run their course?
Not really. We have a few OGs that are really keeping the game going, the culture running. Shout out to you. Shout out to Storgy. Shout out to a lot of people that are doing that. But yeah, not really. It's kind of a...
See, now I'll ask you these questions because that means that the goalposts are they're this big. Well, they're like this big.
Well...
The goalposts are open with no goalie. With no goalie, all you have to do is just pull out the ball bag and just kick and score as many times as you can.
It depends also. We have a lot of what we call in our language inkomo.
Inkomo, so translation would be? No, we got English speaking
Well,
people
if
out
you
here,
had to
what
translate it in English, I wouldn't say a cow. 'Cause what you call a guy that can't play soccer?
I mean? Yeah, what do you call? Just call him a
Exactly.
dad. It's
dad.
just it's like a burnt. It's like it's like a
You see,
candle
we
that
use an
doesn't take
explanation
off.
with English.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nkomo.
a lot of us are Mesa, but we waiting for that, that single shot that's gonna change everything.
I feel you, and I mean, how many shots you gotta take to get that one shot?
I've taken so many shots, I don't even know how many I'm left with, but I'm still going.
But I mean, do you have a team? Because I know I see
do
you here with
have a
your
team.
homie here. He's, he's
Yeah.
taking these, he's taking photos for you, and
Yeah.
and that's important. Even though it's a podcast, you've got content to deliver to your, your people and fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the clip of the video we're gonna look at, and it's looking fire, man. I was like, the opening scene is like, it's like the drone shots and everything. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, man, you're coming out with guns blazing,
Yeah, man,
and that's
push
good because it's important to have a quality. Like people that's watching this always sending us freestyles, and then the freestyle looks like the music video. So now I'm like, so what are you actually saying, that this is going to be the quality of your music
Oh,
video
yeah,
forever?
I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're in their bedroom or they're in the street, someone is shooting for them and they just lay it in
Yeah.
some phone app. And I get that, the budget is
I
not
get you.
there.
And they
But-
drop it as an official video.
Yeah, and then they drop it as an official. So it's
Yeah.
like, So what would you suggest to somebody that, you've come now from this? How are you making that extra income to boost yourself to make a music video? Like, what would you suggest? Give us some tips, dog. We need some claps. We need to give you some claps. Give us some knowledge out here, man. Come on.
So I'm on the side. I'm a producer also. I make some beats. So hit me up. Don't be scared. I make some hip hop beats. I make a few genres, but I mostly focus on hip hop.
Yeah.
I sell a few beats.
Okay, let's stop there, right? He just said he sells beats too. Come on, that means he's making some money.
Yeah, I have
and
to make some.
And then, okay, so when you sell the beat, because that's also, at this conference I was at, I want to know, like, do you lease your beat or do you sell the beat?
So I feel like you need to know the ins and outs of the industry before you do anything. So I can't just sell beats without it being registered
Right.
under
right.
me also.
So when you sell, do you
it-
sell it forever or do you lease it out for 6 months? Because I know the international guys, they do that.
Yeah, it's a lease out.
They
It's
lease
like
out
a
for
contract
6
agreement.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and then you lease it. So when the leasing happens, it's like, let's say for example, I go lease a beat from Seez right here, and it's like he says these are the T's and C's, and it's only for 6 months. And you go 6 months, and then what happens after 6 months? You gotta pay again to lease that beat
Yeah.
out, so that
'Cause-
it can still run, right?
Yeah, because you know what might happen? You might make millions off that shit, and I
Wow.
already sold it to you
At the once-off fee.
at once-off fee. Then I don't get anything after
But
that.
leasing doesn't work in South Africa though.
It depends on our agreement, right?
Yeah, because I mean, this is how I work, right, with producers, and it works out better this way. Producers or beat makers, whatever it is, but I say in the beginning, I'm gonna give you 50% of the royalties, right? So that if the joint blows up, you keep getting those royalties. You get 50%, right,
Yeah.
of the actual song.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, it's a huge deal.
Makes sense, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Half, yeah.
It's half for you,
Yeah.
but the rest I've got to split with whoever I feature. 'Cause I'm a
Obviously,
DJ,
yeah.
so there'll be another rapper or
Yeah.
2 or 5 or
Yeah.
10,
Makes sense.
just depending. And I mean, like some artists, some beat makers or producers are like, no, I want 20 racks now.
Depends on how desperate you are at that moment also.
I like
you know?
this guy, man. He's
man.
he's showing that it shows like it's like there is a time when people are really desperate to make money,
Yeah.
so they'll just be like, nah, 50 racks,
And there's a lot
or
of
30
us-
racks or whatever.
And there's a lot of us that don't believe in a 9 to 5, Like
I feel you.
Yeah, most people like me don't believe in that, and we struggle to cope in that.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know when last was at a 9 to 5.
Exactly. So you gotta
You know?
make your own way. Either you sell clothes or you do whatever that pushes you. you
Yeah,
know.
this
It
is
can
also your
be a
label,
hobby.
right? This is also your
Yeah,
label?
this is also my label, Goat Africa. You can check it out.
Goat
Instagram.
Africa, greatest of all time
Yeah,
in
man.
Africa. There we go. So you're doing production, you're selling merch,
Yeah.
and now it's just the main thing to blow up as an
blow up.
artist.
Yeah, man.
So that's the main thing. Like
Yeah.
that's what you're here for. I mean,
Yeah.
it takes time. For me, I always, people always say like, you've made it, you've done. I said, no, I'm still like far from where I want to be. I mean, this is just one thing that, redefining like what I'm doing in 2022. You know what I mean?
get
Selling merch, the switch
Yeah.
up, baby. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, and that's what it's about. Like everybody who comes on the show always wondering, like, yo, where's your merch? Like, where's your branding? Where's
Yeah.
this? Where's that? Because if you're building this thing, you build it from all different avenues. You know what I mean?
I feel
So
you, I feel you.
just like we got the podcast, we're gonna go into the performance section, which is like shoot your shot, which we've already done. And it's like, that's part of an ecosystem. It's not just a podcast. And we've got the Spotify playlist. Make sure you check out the Spotify playlist. Seez's music is gonna be here. All the artists that have been on the show, their music will be there. So just make sure you score a like and give them some extra spins. And it's nothing. It's just streaming. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna find your favorite artists out there. Make
know?
sure you like and subscribe. Give us some comments below, and let us know if you want any artists to be on the show. Yes, we're gonna come to Cape Town. Yes, we're gonna come to Durban. And yo, man, we're just trying to make it happen. But we gotta start off and build a solid foundation. And that's what it is. You know, like I tell people, like build foundations. Like I mean, where would you say your fan base is, in Gomora or in Soweto now?
I could say Soweto because I've lived the longest there.
Okay.
And I have, most relationships are that side.
All right, cool. And we're gonna check out this new music video. It's called "She Ain't Gotta Know."
Yeah, man.
What doesn't she have to know? What you did?
I was going through some dilemma. So I had to put it on a song, you know. So I was just saying, she ain't got to know what we doing on the low. But
Okay.
at the same time, it's the video explains that whatever that is happening happens in my head.
Okay, so it's got a bit of a narrative. So we're gonna check it out. Seez Nation. She ain't gotta know, and maybe some of y'all don't have to know either. You know what I mean? All right, so let's just walk us through this, bro.
So yeah, this is the open shot.
Yeah, I told you, man. It's like helicopters and ish. I'm just like, yo, you gotta check this out. It's a vibe here. But I like the fact that you put in some time, put in some effort. You know.
Yeah, put in the budget also.
Hey, you see. So you don't work at all.
I don't work at all.
You're not selling weed or anything like that. Because I'm just checking, smoking out here.
So this explains that I started envisioning whatever that was happening.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't really happening, but it was happening in my head.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So that's the concept behind this.
that's the concept behind
You
it.
got the VR over there. The old school VR 6 out there. That's
Yeah,
what's up, man.
man. Yeah, man.
You see, I like these videos that bring out all this old school kind of stuff because you're not pressured to have.
And originality too.
Yeah, and you don't have to, you're not pressured to bring out Beamers, Benz, and Bentleys,
Putting out a car that you don't even drive.
Hey, you see.
After that, you come by a taxi. Nah, man. Doesn't work like that.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so this is just all what was happening in your head, and
Yeah.
and
So it's an argument of between me and my girl.
Okay.
She's arguing with me.
Right.
Why I'm not picking up her calls. Why I'm not the way I was before.
just like some men out there when they're out on one night, you know what I mean? We out with the boys, but in the meantime.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, like, do you sit and conceptualize some of your music videos?
I actually conceptualized this video as soon
Okay.
as I finished recording the song.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I just had it in my head.
But that's happened.
how I wanted it to go.
That's what happens in studio, right? You
Yeah.
you just finish a joint, you're like, yo, we gotta shoot.
Yeah, true.
We always get excited, like,
But
we
here's
gotta
the
shoot
crazy
right now.
Here's the crazy thing. I recorded this. The EP I re-recorded it 4 times.
What?
I dropped it 2019 and
You just said you recorded the EP four
4
times.
times re-recorded it.
You re-recorded for why? Was it
I
the
think
sound?
it
Was
was-
it engineering? Was it?
A whole lot of. Okay, so there's people that are hating on you. There's some engineer that will mix your stuff to the level you want it to.
Right.
There's arguments between whatever that's happening.
Right.
You come back, yo, your stuff is lost.
You
You get what I'm
lost
saying?
it?
So
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh.
a whole lot of things that went into it.
Yo.
Since then, I've had this vision of the video, and
Okay.
it only came to life
Now.
this year. Like
Yo,
now.
man, it's the same like, when we started Street 16 and now we're
Yeah.
doing this podcast,
Exactly.
So things take time,
Yeah.
Shout out to Youngster CPT, check out his album. Those are the things, and it's important that, you stay the course, man. Let's give you some claps for that, for sticking it out. Damn.
Thank you.
Coming through and sticking it out and just making sure that you fulfill like your
man.
vision,
Not
you know what I
giving
mean?
up,
Yeah, I mean, what is it not to give up? Because I mean, you've been here just for just as long as some rappers, and you're not giving up.
Yeah.
What's your time frame, man?
I don't have a time frame. I just wake up every day, every morning doing what I love.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make beats. If I don't feel like it, I don't. It's something I enjoy doing. I don't pressurize myself to do anything.
Okay.
If it comes to writing, it just comes naturally. I hear something new, I make my own beats, and something comes, I write. Sometimes it's just a bar, sometimes it's a whole verse.
Yeah.
But I'll keep it like that because I know when I go back to it, it's gonna be a full song.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you call writer's block,
Yeah.
So sometimes, your energy is not right.
Yeah.
You might be taking like 2 months just to write one verse.
Yeah.
And it happens,
It
and I mean,
happens.
and yeah, it's just one of the things. What you listening to right now?
I feel like with whatever that's happening right now is clustering my mind, so it's sort of like confusing my inspiration and
Okay.
what I want to make. I
Yeah.
don't want to end up sounding like someone else
Sure,
because
sure.
of what I'm listening to.
Right.
So I think I went back to what I used to listen to, the old Kanye.
Hey, we want the old Kanye.
Yeah, the old Jigga, the old hip hop,
I think
that
it
used to.
Yeah, man. I mean, it gives you inspiration because it's raw.
Yeah, you
know?
know, I feel like whatever that's happening now is just, it has a time frame. You like it now, the next 2 months it's boring. So
But the old stuff will always keep you excited
Exactly,
about
exactly.
what's really happening, what's really going down. I think it's just that it's that fire that burns because that's what got you
Yes.
started.
Yes.
Like
you
what
know,
what was your first song what was the first hip hop song that could say was actually like, yeah, this is the one.
I remember when I first heard Dynasty by Jigga. That song, I don't know if it's an intro.
I think
or-
it must. I think when you look at Jay-Z's songs, like his old stuff from his Blueprint collection.
Yeah.
I think it's just the way the songs start.
Exactly.
It's the way it's the raw, like
and
it's
how he
like,
puts everything in concept.
Yeah, 100%. So
Yeah.
back in school, right, when you started this rapping thing,
Yeah.
you were actually. Some in school, there's always one better than the other, and you got called out by another rapper.
Yeah.
And this was to see who's the best lyricist in the school.
Yeah. And the crazy part was when I first got to school, I wasn't like a skilled rapper. I
Okay.
used to rap off other people's songs.
Right, okay.
So when I got to school, it was just that ego that I can rap.
That's hip hop though, ego. If you don't have ego, then you're nothing.
Yeah, then this guy, Prodigy, shout out to him. I don't know where you at, dog. But yeah.
Hey, you're looking for him still.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Shout out to him. He's the one that called me out. We ended up being in a crew.
Yeah. FBI, by the way.
FBI,
And
yeah.
that was the acronym for?
Why did I forget?
Because I know it
But
wasn't going to be
back.
FBI.
Yeah, it was way back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say female body inspectors. 'cause
But that's like general.
that
That's
wasn't
normal.
It. Yeah, that wasn't it, but it was something else.
Yeah, that's a school thing.
Yeah. And then when they called me out, I was sort of like wasn't skilled. I didn't have my own verse. Not even single 16.
Wow, okay.
So they called this one guy out. They were like, "Oh, Prodigy was like, you gotta go through him to get to me." So I
Yo.
was like, "Okay, let me hear what he got."
Yo.
He spit like this verse. People went crazy. Then I was like, "Alright, cool."
And then what?
I didn't rap back. I just left him like that. Niggas were like, "Nah, what are you doing?" So it sort of started this intriguing feeling that they wanted to,
They wanna know, yeah.
They wanted to know who is this guy?
Right.
What is he on about?
Yeah.
From then on, I felt pressurized to start my own shit. So
Okay.
I started writing. I started.
You still remember the battle verse?
Let me try remember.
They never remember the first verse. They never remember what.
Honestly, it's a long industry. Skin tone. I wish I could take it back, but strategically. Get more physically. I used to get more clarity, more than your mama's unborn baby. Oh, how tired of your flows, because it seems like you're more of a hoe. You got no manners. I diss your head off, you choke without a neck on. 7 head, 4 head, choose a number, nigga, you too scared. Nigga, I'm from Alex, stop nagging, because you busy making my mouth to panicking, stop pacing. Yeah.
You should still remember it. That's really cool, man.
That's crazy that I remember.
Yeah, but I mean, in school, people will probably lose their mind just for that verse.
Yeah,
So
and it was way back. That was like way back.
So you better impress us on the freestyle because we were about to get into that one. And
Yeah,
like I
man.
said, man,
Let's
if
do
you,
this.
we've had some guys come through. They, in the beginning it was just one verse. Now our homies want to do like 2 verses because the beats are fire out here. And shout out to none other than the kids next door. They've been giving us, they just gave us a dope pack. So I'm just gonna feel off your vibe, and I think this is the one that you're gonna like. So, yo, sir, are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
Let's do this.
It's the switch up, baby.
Just make sure you're on that mic so we
Yeah.
can hear you right. So you can rap too. Let's go.
Shout out to them niggas that stole my Fendi glasses. Been a couple of years, but shit, I hope they lasted. Making my way up here, I had to make it happen. Analyzing my peers to fit them in their caskets. bullets and we rolled up on them niggas like it was ready made. I had to break through like we was saving for rainy days. I'm in play who I study the game and it's clearly fake. Think they cool, but they don't understand it's heavy shade. Been doing this since no scrubs. Hand my fades and hand me down low cuts with no fuss. Attend the H to minus out your own plus. We don't trust crispy women acting tough with no crust. We come from a heavy line of really giving no fucks.
Hey.
Never been signed to a deal. Dealing with all these problems, man, this shit is getting real. Things we don't really talk about when posting on the rails, but I been fire, putting all these niggas on the grill. Salty. Shoulda known I'm cut from a different ship. Any mentions of the sauce, these ladies wanna dip. I'm a shooting star and she better make a wish. They keep doing the same things like they stuck in a jiff. Look how now they putting my name up for comparison against these boys with lean cups full of medicine. I throw them off balance. I truly don't need a standoff with niggas. I know I'm better than I got a few stitches for my album material. Seems like every hood dream is imperial. I prefer brown sugar, warm milk in my cereal. That's what you get when I bust her Cheerio. New to this, my ego coming as a duplicate. I got the magic now, I got him asking who is this? It's ludicrous. Part of the potion is for you to mix. Bitches come at me with their arms open like a crucifix.
Hey, come on now. Yo, you handled that, man. You were going on out there. Yo, shout out to the kids next door. You know, it's the mixtape king in the building. You know, the freestyle section gets people a little choked up or they're gonna hold it down. So shout out Seez Nation in the building, yo. Shout out. Yo, I've got some more beats if you wanna go again, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I mean,
if you can give me something different.
Something different, I'll give you something different. We still got time here. We got time here. So I mean, like, you know, was that off one of the EPs? Is that off?
That's a bit of a mix, cause when you ask for a freestyle, either
it's gotta
take it off top or you just do what you can.
Hey man, yeah, you know, I was gonna give you this sound, man. I was hoping not, you know, this is my buzzing sound out here.
Not here.
Not here today. Not today, Satan. All right, so I mean, like, you know, I love your flows, your style, like you're very, you know, you got the swag is legit. It's on, you know, and I mean, like your style is there, you know, and I think you know, like you said, Jigga's more inspiration. Locally,
honestly. If not Stogie, a few rappers that are doing it right now. As much as we may sound different or do stuff different, shout outs to the niggas that are doing it. Shout outs to Nasty. Shout outs to Blackie. You know, shout outs.
I was about to say, like, those are also your vibes. Like, you know, they have a bit of a feel. You know, you sort of go. And I mean, do you follow trends? I mean, I can hear like you're not on that too much, but I can feel that you're just trying to create your own lane.
I feel like it's a bit of both. I bring like the old school vibe and the new school too. So it has to be a balance. It's like mixing soup, you know. It has to taste nice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. In your area, I'm sure you're hanging with other rappers. I mean, who should we look out for? From Alex or from Soweto?
From Soweto, y'all should look out for Jermaine. There's a boy called Jermaine, very talented. Look out for Miso, King Spava. Shout outs to him.
Hey.
Look out for Jadin.
So there's dudes we got to look out for. Because I mean, like, if you roll with those dudes, you know, you guys can support each other and do things together. You know what I mean?
And you know, it's crazy. I'm shouting out Miso. I haven't even met the nigga.
Yo.
We only spoke through text ever since, and we still talking now. He's from Durban. He moved to Johannesburg like 2 years back, and we still haven't met, but we're gonna meet, my nigga.
Hey, so shout out to Miso.
Yeah, it's just the talent. I don't have to know how you look or who you are, but how you sound will tell everything.
I feel you. So when you get into production vibes, I mean, like, what are you producing? I mean, because you like, yo, I want to submit some beats so you know you can listen to my ish.
I produce the type of stuff you just played now. I produce everything. I make trap. I make the old school type of boom bap. I make the old school, new school type of shit.
That's what we want. That's what we want. We want people to feel the energy. So, we got some time. So, are you ready to go for another one?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go. We're still hanging out with the kids next door, and of course, your boy, the mixtape king, djswitch, in the place to be. Hey,
it's the switch up,
put on the
baby.
boxing gloves.
Wait, it's the kids next door.
Yeah.
They killed us back. Kids next door, baby. The mixtape king. Seez Nation. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Seez, you listening? My exes say I need to work on my pride. Well, bitch, then it's fine. Guess I put the blame on myself for letting you think that you the only ones in my life. Think off the probability like it's a dice. Might be rolling with some twins or a dyke. Might be going to a witch for advice. Might be working on my sins with the Christ, but it's all good. It's nothing but love. Hope you never lose your way with these drugs. These youngins coming up and acting like thugs. They don't know nothing about pulling a gun, and they thought they knew me. I go through climate conditions and then I just shed off my skin. I feel no competition when I listen to these niggas. I already feel a win, and I had some niggas that was 4 years ago. Now look at me make it without a friend. Kinda ironic when we say we in it together, but you know how niggas pretend. Yeah, heavily medicated. I'm like a Sunday meal with chicken feet. Never mind the fire stove or bring the heat. Bitch, I'm like the flyest drone, but in the street. Tell me about the highest point I'm in the reach. Only gotta apply your voice to make it speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yo, man. Woo! Hey, shout out to the kids next door. Seez Nation, the mixtape king in the building, man.
Shut up.
People are eating this beats up. Oh, man. Shout out to kids next door, man. I mean, like, these guys are also just crazy. We're going to get them onto the show.
I need to meet these niggas.
These guys have produced for me. We did a song called Floodgates. We did a song.
Oh, I know those.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these guys are really
So
doing
sick.
something. Shout out to the kids next door, man.
Shout out to them.
Hey, man, make sure you come check out M Studios out here in Neutron Junction. Fully equipped studio. You can come and shoot your content, your podcast. You can come record out here. Full mixing, full recording. And yo, man, just come and embrace out here. We're hanging out in Neutron Junction. That's where we shoot. Put me on Switch. Make sure you like, subscribe. Give us a shout out. Let us know who you'd like to see on this podcast, and we'll see what we can do. And you know, whether it be label managers, clothing labels, artists, of course. And yo, man, that's what the platform's about. Shout out to Kids Next Door, man. This is just too much
Like this
fire.
beat, man.
It's
You want to hear
fire.
more?
You want to go again?
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man, that's how we would.
man.
It feels like. Okay, let's go again. We're getting 3.
Yeah.
Seez Nation setting the bar. Yo, man.
It's the
Kids Next
switch
Door.
up, baby.
Wait, it's the kids
go.
next door.
Aish.
I like this.
Aish.
Yeah.
He's really selling today.
Why you yapping? All I hear is chit and chatter. If you think I came up short, I bring my A game with the ladder. I don't fold under pressure. And new kids playing dress up. Dead bodies on a stretcher, all red and I don't mean no ketchup. Yeah, I pee better with the water running now. At least our visions are getting out. Been quiet, now we getting loud. Ironically, haters are getting proud. And I come from nothing. That's the reason why I really gotta take it with no discussion. I'm past the preaching, now they gotta see me. I don't have a reason why I should live under budget. I'd rather chase the dough than getting stranded, knowing I saved the hoe. Yeah, I ain't got a place to go, so getting money seems like the way to go. Yeah, and I got the plan to blow. And I got that magic flow. Yeah, it's only a moment, they don't even know it. But you know.
Hey. Yo, man, he's setting the bar here, giving us 3 freestyles out here. Hey. All right, man. All I can say is Seez Nation setting the bar, eating at the beats. Yo. And it just feels like, when you get into a zone, you get into a zone, right?
You
just want to do more.
And
And
it's the thing that we have as rappers,
well, it's funny that you say that because some rappers don't have that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
it's them liars around them, having fake friends that tell you good, my nigga, you good? Nah, you're not good, dog.
And that's the thing, when I ask people, like, you say, I don't rap, and it's like, you can't rap off the dome, and then what are you? Are you just, well, what are you here for?
Yeah,
You know?
And also I feel like there's a difference to it. There's niggas that can rap off the dome but can make a song.
Wow,
they can't
yeah.
sell a song for shit.
Yeah.
And there's niggas that can't rap off the dome but make proper music.
Yo, let's give you some claps out there. Damn, you sing some bars right now.
Word up,
You're right, some people can spit off the dome and be really, really dope.
Exactly.
But they can't make a song.
It's not really about rapping at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yeah.
Whether it's the skill or whatever, it's just how you do it.
Yeah, for
You know?
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is the biggest debate is, because, they always like switchy rapidy rap, and it's like, no, it's not that. It's just, I want to see your skill. Like, what brought you here? Like, what are you selling to us? Because if you look at, let's look at Travis. Travis can rap,
Yeah.
right? Let's
Wait,
look
Scott.
at Travis Scott. I mean, which other Travis we're talking
Yeah.
about? All right.
Yeah.
Let's look at Young Thug.
Ooh, okay.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I get where you're going.
Right? And it's like, and like you say, he's not rapidly rap, but he can make hit songs.
And he sells it.
and he sells it,
sells
but
it
Travis
like no
sells
one's
the
business.
whole thing.
Exactly. I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and people always have this debate, and I say, well, what kind of rapper are you then? It's like, no, I'm a trapper. It's like, but if you take the T out, you're a rapper.
You're a rapper. Yeah.
You get
You're a
me?
rapper. Yeah.
You're a rapper.
And
no, I'm a
I've been
trapper.
saying this. I feel like niggas don't understand what trapping is. They just trapping because it's a song that goes, you know.
Well,
And
it could be the lifestyle too, because that's trapping.
who's trapping this side, Switch?
Hey, you never know, man. I don't know. Maybe they got a trap house.
I know real trappers, but they not rappers. You
Nah,
know
they're
what I'm
sitting,
saying?
they hanging on the corner drinking lean.
And the ones that are rappers are too scared to go chill by the trap. But they say they do trap music. So don't say you do trap music if you don't understand what it is.
And it's funny because, you know, drinking lean didn't come from the trappers. It actually came from Wayne.
Exactly.
Wayne was on that lean.
And they found it cool that he always has a cup in his videos.
Right.
You know?
And then it was this whole trap movement, and then it's now we got trap houses. And then people just have this perception that we'll just call, you know, our Santon apartment as a trap house. Let's go to the trap house.
Why would you call a Santon apartment a trap house, though? It has to be the house by the corner that's fucked up and
Exactly.
shady. That's a trap house.
Then they're selling weed
Yeah.
from there. They're
Yeah.
selling alcohol from there.
And rappers are not even selling weed, you know?
Hey,
You got rappers that admitted that they sold it. and,
Yeah.
You know, they lived in the trap. They know the
yo,
lifestyle.
shout out
Shout out to MTOs. I know what you're
shout out.
saying.
Well, shout out to 25 because he told that story.
25 too.
25, he
Or
told
even
that.
MT. Even
Yeah,
MT.
they told that story. It's like, you know, and this is what they did to get it. And it's not a new thing. I mean, other artists overseas have done that. I mean, like, Snoop Doggy Dogg, come on.
Ah, come on.
You know, like, now he's
It's
he's
a
like-
lifestyle.
It's
now.
a lifestyle.
It brings
for
him money for a living.
Look at Nipsey,
Yeah.
Swiss Beats,
I lauded him, bro.
Kanye West.
Yo, wait. Kanye.
Kanye, I think, I know in the documentary I might be incorrect, but I know he was hanging with dudes. You know, I mean, like, you know, they're around those people that are selling anyway because they need to make money for studio time.
Yeah, I feel you.
So like, no, let me go sell some bankies.
You know, and there's we make money in different ways, and
We do.
For most rappers, it's selling weed.
Yeah, it's
I've
the
never-
easiest commodity to move around.
And I've never met a rapper that sells like hard shit harder than weed. You know, and they still.
But
claim
they'll
they
know
trappers.
somebody who knows somebody who
Exactly.
does sell that hard stuff.
Exactly.
Yo, man, we looking forward to what you got.
I'm looking forward to.
Y'all gotta give this guy some love if you want to see him because
out.
you know the ecosystem doesn't just chill here. We've got the podcast, we've got the live events, and right now I think we're moving into the third phase, which might be a mixtape from PutMeOnSwitch. And you know, I just think that you know this guy's been in my DMs for a long time. We've been chatting, and it's just like it's better now because online was cool, but I think this is better. You know what I mean?
This makes sense now.
Makes sense, right? So make sure you give him a follow. That's Seez Nation.
At Seez Nation on Instagram. It's Big Time So on Twitter, and then it's Seez Nation on Facebook. Like my page. Don't be scared.
You gotta get that right, man. It's gotta be Seez Nation across the board.
Yeah, man. Big Time So is like my alter ego. So
Because do you know there's So who's actually the real Big Xhosa?
really,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So Big Xhosa and So is one and the same.
Oh, no, I know that. I know.
Yeah.
That. So it's just So.
Yeah, it's just So.
Okay.
So
I'm
that's
Big
what-
Time So.
Yeah, so you must just watch out on that. You know what I mean? He might be coming for you for the name and everything. Try to claim.
Come at me, my nigga.
Yo, what do you actually think about gimmicks like a Big Xhosa? Like, I mean, he did well during like COVID.
Yeah, I feel like it started off as a joke, and then he was like, I should take this serious.
Because that guy, he trends.
He does.
You know-
and actually the guy that shot my video is the guy that shot his video. I don't know which song
Oh
it is.
damn,
But
really?
he shot for Big Closet too, yeah.
And you know, I want to know, like, are you for that? Have you got a gimmick that you try and pull out here and there, like to keep yourself in the game, to keep your fans or you know at least your listeners
I don't
to come
think
back?
so. Hey, I'm just me. If it does happen,
He's playing that humble card right
I'm
now,
just
the
like
humble
this.
pie card.
Honestly, I can't act. I can't pretend. This is just me. I don't
Playing
have a
it
gimmick.
smooth out here, you know.
I don't have a gimmick.
She ain't gotta know, man. She ain't gotta know.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, she ain't gotta know, man. All right, so we're gonna drop it off. Well, we're gonna end this interview right here. Shout out to the kids next door. The pack was insane.
Shout out to those beats, man.
Hey, man,
I
shout
gotta
out.
hit you up, man.
Salute. You know, shout out to Seez Nation. Shout out to M Studios, and of course, shout out to my man's Yamani in the building. He's always out there giving us the intros and making sure we deliver on this full effect right here with the Mixtape King. It's your boy DJ Switch, and we out. Is that a cut, bros? Thank you, sir.